Now, I thought this was interesting. 49ers fake news were arguing amongst themselves over who was more dumb. So here's Jesse Naylor, a prominent member of the Grant Cohn cinematic universe. He says, he's talking about CMC, right? He goes, "These clips of CMC do not look good. He looks like he lost more than a step. Hope I'm wrong, but I'm not encouraged." And then David Lombardi chimed in, unsolicited. He just chimed in, "Well, you're wrong a lot, so you'll probably get your hope." So the burn there is Jesse goes, "Hope I'm wrong," and then David Lombardi goes, "Well, you're wrong a lot." So that was the burn from David Lombardi.
How dare you?
And this caused like the Grant Cohn cinematic universe fans to like descend on David Lombardi like a swarm, like the beehive, like, you know, like Beyonce's beehive. If you insult Beyonce, like the beehive comes after you. So the GCU fans descended on Lombardi. They're like, "What? You're just as dumb as we are. We're no more dumb than you. We're all dumb. We're equally dumb." They insisted. Here's one, Gideon Townsend. He's like, "Oh, this you?" And it's David Lombardi from 2021. He says, "Trey Lance's completion percentage / success rate in the quick game, tracked by North Dakota State staff, was close to 80%. A superb clip, factors in not just accuracy but decision making and execution." And as we all know, accuracy and decision making are big Trey Lance strengths, as we have learned.
First of all, how dare you?
That was a big eval for 49ers who've stocked up on short game targets. So David Lombardi, but the problem is this was not about practice. He was just reporting what the 49ers told him to say. He was just being a stenographer as per usual. So this is not really an evaluation of OTAs or practice. Now this one is okay. Here's one from Purple Rain. He found one where David Lombardi was also glazing Trey Lance in practice. "Trey Lance's athleticism and power, obviously his most noticeable raw traits, have flashed over the first 3 days of practice. Today he was fast on a naked rollout and uncorked a bullet from an unnatural setup, well covered by Al-Shahir. So incomplete but impressive nonetheless." Incomplete but very impressive. So there's an example of David Lombardi glazing Trey Lance. I don't know who to side with here. This is like have you seen that Tim Pool versus Nick Fuentes arguing, both Trump supporters but arguing amongst themselves? Here's Tim Pool. Okay, he started it, I guess.
So here we go. Let's start with the Tim Pool clip.
If someone came to me and said, "I don't like the U.S. spending money in these foreign wars, Ukraine, Taiwan, Israel, Afghanistan, Iraq," I'd say, "Oh, I understand."
I'm totally with you on that.
But when they come to me and they say, "The U.S. should be spending money on Israel," I say, "What about other countries?" "No, Israel." And I'm like, dude, the only thing you care about is what's the only thing to talk about. They act like no other problems exist. Right. And I'm like, the point is, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing in your mind is Israel. For me, it's America. How do we secure our borders? What's going on with fentanyl in Canada? What's going on with illegal immigration from Guatemala into our country? Then I'm worried about Mexico.
Right, and then here is Nick Fuentes.
The response from Nick Fuentes.
"So Tim, go f yourself. You were in a meeting with Netanyahu. You allowed Daily Wire to use your facility, or vice versa, for your election night coverage in 2024, after you denied that you were going to get bought out by them. You took Russian money, so shut the f up. You are not impartial. You don't care about America. You're in the pocket for Israel because you're platformed on YouTube, and if you went too hard against Israel, they'd take that away, and everyone knows that. You're in the pocket for Israel because of your business dealings with Daily Wire, which, as we found out, thanks to Candace Owens. So let's just cut the and let's just stop pretending that you're some Gen X skater bro who's a patriot and a truth teller and a conservative. You are a pawn of foreign intelligence. You took money from Tenet, which was funded by Russia. You're in bed with Daily Wire, and you met with Netanyahu. You are not what you say you are. And by the way, the only reason you have an audience is because you're the only one left on YouTube.
Thoughts?
He was cooking. What did you say?
So that very much resembles David Lombardi versus Grant Cohn cinematic universe. Now, wait a second here. Fox Sports David Hellman is marrying Fox Sports Carmen, whatever. And you know what? A lot of people are saying that David Hellman is getting the better end of the deal, that Carmen is getting the short end of the stick. They're like kind of goofing on David Hellman. I don't agree with that. To me, David Hellman is a catch. Like, if I had a daughter, I wouldn't want her marrying somebody like David Hellman. Because, first of all, he's adorable. That's number one. Number two, he's on TV. TV adds like 3 points. Whatever you are, add 3 points if you're on TV. And, as far as I can tell, he's a super nice guy. He's the kind of guy I would want my daughter to marry if I had a daughter. Okay, he can provide for her, and he can't be that nasty. You know what I mean? Like I've got all kinds of kinks, right? Like guys have all kinds of kinks. David Hellman to me seems like a pretty boring guy. It's it's going to be the standard fare with David Feldman. He's going to go, he's going to do his standard fare, and then he's going to go play with the dogs, and maybe he'll even make her breakfast. So I think David Hellman is a great catch, and Carmen I don't think is a great, whatever. I'm just saying David Hellman is adorable. He seems like a super cool guy. He is who I would want my daughter to marry. I don't agree at all with the internet saying that, how did David Hellman pull this off? He pulled it off because he's a great guy. So congratulations to Dallas Cowboys fan. That's his only deficit, David Hellman.